Enjoying lunch with a view comes with a price. You wouldn't know it, but cost of living pressures are biting at this fine dining restaurant in Sydney.
We're lucky in we have an affluent, regular clientele.
But not every day is this busy.
We used to open Sunday nights, but we've closed for winter because business has been softer. The big night out customer, people that maybe we see who come from further afield for special nights and celebrations, the Friday and Saturday nights have been quieter.
At the other end of town, cafe owner Lillian Croft is also noticing things are getting quieter.
My customers are definitely a lot more cautious about their spending. A lot of customers used to come in every day. They've maybe cut back to 3 or 4 times a week. And I've noticed a lot of them cutting back on the coffees.
Spending at restaurants and takeaway shops has dropped 16% over the past year. The number of people eating out is also down 6% in August compared to the same period 12 months ago. And most things on the menu are getting more expensive.
The change in menu prices is not about price gouging, it's actually about recouping costs.
Costs the industry knows all too well. During the pandemic, many businesses struggled to survive. Those that did enjoyed a bounce when Australians, sick of being locked down, couldn't wait to spend their money. But now business is under pressure again, struggling with high inflation while trying to keep their cash-strapped customers.
The consumer can go down the road to somewhere cheaper. It's almost impossible for them to pass on that full whack without seeing a significant downturn in patronage as a result.
That's why CreditorWatch reckons food and beverage businesses have a higher risk of default compared to other industries, especially with hundreds of thousands of households still to roll off fixed-rate loans onto much higher variable rate mortgages.
It's hard to put a positive spin on it. Look, unfortunately, it's only going to get tougher. I think the first dollar that gets saved by a under pressure mortgage holder is going to be eating out or buying lunch.
And when that happens, the 1 million workers in this sector will feel the pinch, along with those who supply meat and produce to restaurants and cafes like Jim Arrowsmith. He's been left out of pocket after upmarket cafe Pope Joan shut down.
I think we got 14 cents to the dollar back, which is better than nothing, but it's still sort of a sad outcome.
It's also not the first time this has happened.
We've had several places go into liquidation or shut the doors. It's sort of like a house of cards, really. You don't know when the next one's going to go down.
As Australians close their wallets to cope with higher living costs, these food and hospitality businesses are finding new ways to survive.
So we've got a phone order come in. Who's that from?
Lillian Croft has expanded into corporate catering.
I guess $100 to a business is very different from $100 to an individual. So yeah, we get massive orders sometimes.
Jim Arrowsmith is putting in longer hours to focus more on supplying retailers.
We're working double to take half, I suppose. We're still profitable, but we're not as profitable as we were or could be.
While James McMahon is counting on loyalty from his wealthy diners.
I am optimistic. We've been here for 29 years in September, so I think that we can take what comes.
Storm clouds gather as the industry weathers tough times ahead.